Hi everyone. Good morning. Myself Sangeetha. I'm going to discuss about different types of connection for making infrastructure of network in computer network subject. So let me discuss about types of connection. So here, the type of connection means how the systems are connected. So sometimes the system may be connected like a point-to-point communication, or we can use a multi-point communication. In our laboratory, we are using a point-to-point for the systems, and also we are using multi-point communication now. So the structure shows that the point-to-point communication, the link is connected only to devices. So if the devices want to communicate, means it can share the information through that medium. The second diagram shows here, in that cable, there are multiple devices that connected. So if one system wants to communicate, it share that medium. So how many number of devices connected? So those devices share that medium for sharing of information. So here we discuss what is the advantage of using point-to-point communication. So if you are using a point-to-point communication, the medium is only reserved for those two devices. They can share easily without any noise or disturbance. Okay. So here the full channel capacity is only utilized by those two devices. So link capacity fully utilized for those two devices. So there is a less traffic here. If it is a smaller network, this kind of connection may use. Sometimes for larger network, this cannot be feasible one because it requires more number of cabling for making a point-to-point communication. In that situation, the cost-wise, it will effective one. Okay. Then second diagram shows it's a cost-wise minimal because in that same cable, many devices can connect it, but the medium is shared among connected devices. If one device is utilizing that, another device is also staying on the same time, means there may be a problem of like a traffic or congestion like. So we have to control that who can have the access on the time on the cable. That should be decided before transmitting of data. So for that, there are a lot of algorithms also there for designing which one have the control over the link for sharing the information. So these are all the, and cost is effective, but the traffic is also there. So some advantages also there, disadvantages also there. So we'll discuss how it works. In that point-to-point communication, it connects two communication devices in a link. So it is a unicast communication. So the link is dedicated only for that pair devices. The full capacity, the entry capacity of the channel is reserved only for the transmission of packet from the sender to receiver. Example, frame relay networks and other carrier transmission networks. X.25 is one of the best example for frame relay network. It is a user point-to-point connection. Here the workstations are connected to the mainframe server by using this point-to-point link. So the next is a multi-point connection. Here, the connection is established between more than one devices. So by using drop lines and tapes, the devices are punctured on the main cable and connector. So the link is shared by multiple devices. Single link is shared by multiple devices. So this is an example. There's some frame relay networks depends on multi-point connection also. Token ring, token bus, Ethernet, ATM, asynchronous transfer mode communication will also utilize this kind of multi-point connection. So here, the channel capacity is shared among multiple devices, which is having connection on the cable. So, okay, network. If someone asking you to define what is network, it's a set of devices connected by communication link. What is node? Which is capable of sending or receiving. Then only we can say it as a node. So node can be a computer or printer or any other devices which is capable of sending or receiving the data gathered by the other node in the network. Okay. So next, there are what are the criteria for accessing the network performance? So based on these three criteria like performance, reliability, and security. So based on that, we can select the network for making communication. Okay. So in this class, we discussed about various type of connection, either point-to-point, multi-point connection, and also we discussed about network and its criteria. Okay. So while making an infrastructure of the devices in the laboratory or office or something, so either we can use point to point or multi-point based on our need and also the consideration of the feasibility of construction, we can utilize any type of data flow and connections. Okay. Thank you so much.